Right, folks, we are back. Dundalk's back, and we are finally getting back to a race course. Alan, how are you today?
I am very good, Ryan. I'm looking forward to Monday. Looking forward to getting back out to Dundalk Stadium and hopefully some quality racing on the 12th of July.
With a bit of luck, anyway. The whole card is sponsored by Hollywood Bets, and as you know, Hollywood Bets have been working closely with ourselves. And Dundalk's returning, so that means the Punters Challenge is returning for Ladies Day at Dundalk. The Punters Challenge is a tipping competition where you can play for a share of €500 this time around. Obviously, if you've got Hollywood Bets player account, to play for a share of the cash, you will need to have made a €10 bet on the sportsbook. You can also play for free and for a good cause. It's the Irish Horse Welfare Trust, where you don't have to bet anything, but all the winnings that you might potentially win will go to the charity. So basically what you need to do is make a prediction in each race, and points will be allocated out according to the finishing position of your horse. The top 5 on the leaderboard at the end of the day will win a share of the €500. Entries do need to be in by 12:55 on Monday. And for those players playing in Ireland who don't have a Hollywood Bets account yet, you can get yourself a €10 free welcome bet. Just click the link that will be down below in the description. And yeah, everything you need to know will be down there as well. So Alan, will we crack into Dundalk then?
We will, Ryan.
Perfect. And first race up is a 1 o'clock. It's the 5 furlong handicap. Who are you fancying?
Ryan, very, very tricky handicap to start. The one filly that I like is Queen's Carriage. She is a dual course winner, landing on maiden. She also landed an EBF race. She showed as well that she can switch up the all weather from Dundalk, and she went to Berryhouse and won on soft ground. Now, she stepped up and graded Sandown last time in a listed contest. Nothing went right for it all. She jumped the path, she got bumped out. She ran very encouragingly for me. Luke McAteer is going to take £5 off her back. I think she's going to be very hard to beat here.
Yeah, I've gone against you here, Alan. I have went for Aidan O'Brien and Wayne Lorden. They're teaming up for Liverpool's Honour. Coming out stall 1. Liverpool's Honour's entered into a Group 2 next Saturday and a Group 1 in August. So it is a bit of a step down in class here. He did run in the Commonwealth Cup at Royal Ascot. Did come 14th though out of the 15 horses. But to me, he's on another level of this. And to be honest, I think O'Brien's taking 3 horses here with a real winning chance. We shall move on to the Claimer, the 135. It's over 7 furlongs. To me, this is a very good Claimer, and I am quite excited for it. For me, this could be the race of the night. I have gone though for Myshar, James McCauley, Sam Ewing, still £5 Claimer, coming out of stall 1 this time. Myshar started his career quite highly, and with 2 seconds, one behind Horoscope and the other one behind the Dillon here at Dundalk. The form was kind of starting to go in its favour, but it has fizzled out since. But look, the drop back 7 furlongs was the only other time Myshar ran 7 furlongs was on debut behind Horoscope, and for me that could help. And the drop into a Claimer as well, I can see Myshar winning. I think Irish Claim's another one I fancied, but I do think Irish Claim's drawn a bit too wide here. But again, he does love Dundalk, so I wouldn't be surprised to see him compete. But just the wide draw, he does like a bit more closer to the rail.
Yeah, I look at Ryan. We talked about this before. I agree with you on Myshar. I just think that the form. Look, if we're using the Dillon as a yardstick around Dundalk, the Dillon is a very, very strong yardstick to go with, and Myshar got very close to him on that occasion. A good run behind Horoscope at the Curragh, as you mentioned. Nice draw in stall 1. I think it'll just be handy possession, travel away, and I think pull him out at the 2 pole and see what he has. That drop back and trip, I think, to 7, as you said, I think it'll probably be ideal. And look, it'll be the second race in the card. The track should be running pretty smooth.
Yeah. If we move on now to the 210, it's a 7 furlong handicap. I have went for Abla, trained by Edward McGuinness, Keane McRedmond's claiming 7 bounds, coming out of stall 2. Abla's won at Dundalk over 6 furlongs before, and probably ran his best races at Dundalk in truth, and I'm hoping that will stand to him a lot this time. Look, he couldn't be any better weight-wise, and look, I think Cabla has a good chance. It'll be interesting to see the price, and who knows, might be a good each-way play.
Yeah, well, I'm kind of looking at this race as the same kind of rain with an each-way play. Johnny Mort has a team in flying form. Puerto de Vega in this race in the colours of Ballylynch stud. I actually think this horse probably should improve off the run last time. Back on the 11th of May, it was a non-run-up when it was reported the horse was off his feed. He improved off that with a very eye-catching run when fourth a month later at Gorn Park behind New Hill. Now, look, there was a bit of money floating around on that occasion. I've seen 12s, 11s, 10s, went off at 8 to 1. The course and distance could be ideal. Nice bit of good ground. I'd keep an eye on the market, but as you say, it's probably an each-way race. Puerto de Vega, hopefully be in around a double-figure price for a small play.
Moving on to 245, it is a 1 mile maiden. This is a very nice race looking at it. But again, I've gone for Aidan O'Brien. Like I said, I think he has 3 winners on the night. Aidan O'Brien has Irish Chief in stall 15, so it's a bit wide, but you know, he was second at Garran last time behind Casserole, who came second at Navan today in a very nice looking race. It had Ottoman Express won it, and Isle Sar came third, who I did tip up on my whatever it was to follow. I think it was 12 to follow. Yeah, but where am I? Yeah, Irish Chief anyway. For me, he looks one to beat based on that form alone. I'd probably say Chicago Black Hawk has his squeak, but I think Aidan O'Brien again coming to Dundalk, he's going for the wins.
Yeah, the view that I'm actually looking into this race, Ryan, is I don't know if many people watching this will know, but there's a lot of barrier trails that take place around Dundalk. And in the last couple of weeks now, there was a session there on the 28th of June, and Joseph O'Brien and Declan McDonough absolutely cleaned up. I think did 5 or 6 winners on the day. Now, the thing for me was, if anyone was watching back, Pennine Hills was a very, very impressive winner during the week at Berryhouse. And the thing for me as well, that Pennine Hills was a former winner of a barrier trail. Now, down towards the foot of the way it's here now, I know she's going to get a £5 Phillies allowance. River Eden is for Joseph O'Brien. Now, if anyone wants to go onto YouTube and can check out these barrier trails, River Eden was a very, very, very impressive winner. Now, she sat at the back of the field, travelled strongly, cruised up under Declan McDonough, never came off the bridle, and won a half a length cozy. I would be keeping an eye on the market because I watched this very closely the other day. Pennine Hills was 7 to 4, drifted out to 130. All the money came for Aidan's horse. Concert Hall didn't really get there. Probably learned a lot off it. I would be very, very intrigued just to see what price River Eden will open up in this. She looks very smart.
Yep. You mentioned the barrier trial there. I will leave a link to that exact barrier trial in the description below. So anyone that wants to go check that out, go down to the description and you will be able to get into it. Moving on to the 320, it's a handicap over 1 mile. I've gone for Aidan McGuinness again. Zahi, O'Connor's claiming £3. I've stalled 4. He's ran at Dundalk over a mile once and finished third behind the Dillon. Again, we've mentioned the Dillon's form. And Forbearance won that race for Jesse Harrington. That did look a very good race at the time, and I'd say a similar run could win him this, I'd say. What would you think?
Yeah, we're going to have to double check something because I have John McConnell down as the trainer for Zahi now, so we'll just double check that. Yeah. But as far as I was concerned with this, it was formerly trained by Aidan McGuinness. Look at Ryan, I think you tipped up Forbearance going back a while ago. I tipped up Kindred Soul. Myself and Dean were very sweet in that for Johnny Feen. Zahi actually combined into this race 2 very, very good runs last time out, second on both of them. You're going to have a tongue tie play to a Hud. That could help the horse's breeding. And I just think, look, I don't know, O'Connor's it's going to be a good, it should be able to get a handy position here and let him go inside the final furlong. Takes all the beating from him. He should be running on late. Yeah.
We will check that. I'll put that up on the screen, whether it was Aidan McGuinness or John McConnell. I'd say he could be right. He's running in that 119 partnership, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's the cross country winner.
Yeah. Moving on to the 355, then what do you fancy?
I'm going to go for Pat Martin train designer Colleen. Just a Wayne Lorden aboard now. If you fancy Wayne Lorden for 3, I'm going to make it 4. So she was very, very unlucky at Bellewstown last time out and just beaten behind Jazz Dreamers. She's very consistent in recent starts. She stayed on strongly behind Lizabetta at Goran as well. She's nice drawn stall 1. Like Pat Martin likes to get a winner here at Dundalk, and there's no doubt that Wayne will probably just sit her out, track the pace, hopefully get a nice one run round. She would probably be held on to a wee bit longer. I think she was in front too early in Bellewstown. She's getting the hang of things in handicap company, and it won't be long, I'd say, before she gets her head in front.
Yeah. I have gone against you here. I've went for Mulzam, Dennis Hogan, Joe Doyle. Coming out of stall 8, Mulzam's of course the distance winner and ran a very solid race last time out behind Caesar of Comet. Again, Mulzam is really a Dundalk veteran, absolutely loves the place and always runs a very good race Dundalk. I again would be playing on each way here, but I can't see him too far away, and I'd say he's every chance on paper. If we move on to the half 4 then, again it's Glasgow, Aidan O'Brien runners, Malawi, Wade Lorden. This was second on all 3 starts so far, and in my opinion, Aidan's spotting him here to get the win. Get a win under his belt, give him that kick on. But I don't know, I'm all for it. Aidan O'Brien travel, hit me up.
Yeah, look, I'll follow you in this time. I actually fancy Malawi. When Malawi made his debut, he was the sort of horse that I thought he might have made up into a Royal Ascot horse for one of the 2.5 milers. I was looking at him, he looked very lazy. He looked like he was going to take a lot of riding along that first day. He's the exact same this time around, only they moved him up to 1.5 miles and 1.5 miles. They're dropping him back to extend 1.25 miles. Now the thing for me is watching his race back, he looks very, very, very lazy. Now, I wouldn't be surprised here if Wayne Lorden takes the bull by the horns, sets him off in front. There's only 2 pounds between himself and Safecracker in terms of race and post ratings. He's going to be my nap on the day. I think he might get a freebie up front and he might just stretch them.
Yeah, I'd completely agree with you. I think he has the beating of the whole field anyway. Moving on to the final race of the day on Ladies' Day. I have this time actually went for a John McConnell horse. So it could be 2, it could be 1. But I have gone for Dame Repeat. Siobhan Rutledge is on board. Siobhan's the series pilot around Dundalk. This one's coming out of stall 13. And again, this horse loves Dundalk as well. Always runs a good race. And I think he'll love the trip. I do think that experience of winning at Dundalk will be crucial here. And I'm hoping I'm right anyway.
Yeah, I think if anyone's looking to get out in the last race of the night or at the last race of the day, you might be in a bit of trouble because this looks a very, very tricky handicap. I'm actually going to put up one that looks very unexposed. The Noel Mead train Comedy La Vega. Now this will run in the same colours as Lafayette, the familiar colours of Patricia Hunt. This colt actually ran his best race when 5th behind Metaphorical at Listowel. And I think a reproduction event like that for him should see him get involved. He could be the sort that might just improve for the surface. Now, a lot of Lope de Vegas, as you know, Ryan, they improve for better ground. I think I'd keep an eye on the market here, but it wouldn't surprise me if this horse was finishing late and fast under Tom Madden.
Yep. So, Alan, we know your nap is Malawi, but what is your next best on each way?
My next best is going to be River Eden. I think she's a very, very smart filly. If she can improve off that barrier trail and she's getting £5, I think she might give some of the colts a lot to think about. Probably the each way. Look, I'm gonna put up Comedy La Vega in the last. Probably is sort of an each way race to finish out. Could be a big enough price, and Noel Mead knows what it takes to get a winner in Dundalk.
Yeah. My nap, I'm gonna go for Aidan O'Brien in the 4th race, Lips Honor. Next best, I would probably go Zahi in the 320. I just think Zahi could run a big race. And each way, I'm going to go for the ever consistent Mulzam. I just feel Mulzam will definitely be around the places and it won't shock anyone if he is or if he even wins. Yeah, that's it. And be sure to check Hollywood Bets out and check Alan's Twitter out. Alan, you have over 1,000 followers on Twitter, don't you?
Yeah, we're moving up. I've gone over it. I think I looked at it the other day. It's 1,300. And just for a couple of other people there, anyone that's watching in, myself and Ryan will be on course. If anyone wants to come over and say hello, keep the masks on, come over, chat away. We'll belt away, talk with the horses, and hopefully we can get a win or two for you on Monday.
100%, yeah, we'll be there. Sure, if anyone is there, be sure to come over to us. We don't bite. Yeah, that's it. So, cheerio.